Thank you for giving me the time to ask a question from Mr. Bashardost. Mr. Bashardost, you explained very clearly about the corruption in Afghanistan, corruption in government, and big corruption, as you said, and small corruption. And I'm going to ask you a question about this issue, the corruption. A few months ago, Mr. President Karzai said and explained that he going to fight against corruption in Afghanistan, and he had a long list how to fight against corruption. I want to ask you this question: how you think about this plan of Mr. Karzai, and I want to know if give some results until now. Thank you.
In 2002, when Mr. Karzai decided to create an independent commission against corruption, he promised that he will finish with the corruption in 6 months, in 2002. From 2002 until today, we created a committee against corruption. In each ministry, there is a committee against corruption. Every year or every 2-3 months, we have a big conference against corruption. We have practically every week a workshop in each ministry about corruption. And Mr. Karzai, every time in TV said, we will finish with the corruption. But the corruption, it is a part of Afghan political system. Without corruption, this political system cannot exist, cannot survive. I have Afghan legislation against corruption. Regarding the definition that this law gives from corruption, all Afghan political system is corrupt. This law said corruption, it is not just to give money and take money. The corruption that when you appoint someone regarding his ethnical element, his religion, or his language. Afghan political system, it is a system that officially international community and Afghan authorities share the power regarding the ethnical element first. The ministry in Afghanistan share between 4 ethnic: Pashtun, Tajik, Hazara, Uzbek. The other Afghan ethnic member, for example, Aymar, for example, other Tatar, they never become minister because they have not this right to be minister, because they are not big ethnic. We cannot find the corruption by corrupt politicians. We cannot find the steal by a man that himself steal. So I'm absolutely sure the conference, commission, committee, and speech in international conference or some order that give Mr. Karzai or minister or international community, it is just to lie. It is just give a subject to Afghan media. But this corruption become every time more worse. Mr. Karzai said that Afghan political system accepts the responsibility of corruption, but for 20%. And he said the international community is responsible for 80% of corruption. I'm absolutely sure that the international community is also corrupt. You can have in the website of SIGA, Special Inspector General for Afghanistan Reconstruction, an organization created in 2002 by American Congress. So, in his report, he said $80 billion American taxpayer money lost in Afghanistan. He said, the report said, we asked to American Embassy, to State Department, to Minister of Defense, where is going this money? Nobody knows where is going this money. $80 billion. The second report said $30 billion lost in Afghanistan and Iraq. And in the end of the report said the Afghan president refused to cooperate for investigation. When I read the second report, I believe that Mr. Karzai will have a lot of problems with American administration. But it was not the case. The director of this organization resigned, left the administration. So I think 2 months ago, American higher military authorities said to American investigator in Afghanistan, said you don't speak about corruption in a hospital, military hospital, that some reports say $43 million is going in the pocket of some corrupt Afghan and American worker in this hospital. So this military commander said to American investigator, you don't speak about this case until the American presidential election. The Afghan media published the report, said, we have an election, you wait until the election. If the election is finished, we can start the investigation. So the corruption, in my opinion, it is a part of this political system, and without the corruption, this political system cannot survive.
Okay, thank you.